everybody. It's our last segment of the year. That sums up Trevor in one screenshot right there.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna read some of your tweets, your top moments of the 2014.
Yeah, so I just threw this out there yesterday. I was like, "What are your top 10 moments?" And got a lot of great responses. Actually, I was really Stan Green, obviously showing off the pride of his volleyball all-star game here. You see Lauren Klein in the middle, Maria Kolatz. I mean, there's a whole slew of great.
Our thanks to
prep
Stan
athletes.
too. He was in here a couple times.
Yeah, Stan Green. Yeah. So that was a great one from Stan Green. Jared Kinishita's ace at the individual from Lexi Keene. You're darn right. We got video of this, Lexi. Thanks for tweeting that away.
This is a pretty good moment. Let's see Jared's.
Let's bring it up later if John doesn't have. Oh, yep, here it is. So he's
Here
at the
we
whole 9 at River Lakes.
No, this is River Island.
River Island. Sorry, not River Lakes, but River Island. Here it is. And you can notice on this hole, you can't see it. You can't see the pin. All you can see is the flag, but you can't see the pin placement where it is. So he knows he has a good shot. And then we come across that bridge. We go up, and I see the marshal. Marshal's like, "Yeah, you got an ace there, buddy." And so I run down there, and there's Jared, and he's flabbergasted. He's like, and here it is, him picking up his ball. I mean, great moment.
That's awesome.
Yep. So let's move through some of them. So thanks, Lex, for sending that in. His sister also brought in. Obviously, you were right on there with it. North High Cross Country winning a Valley Girls and Boys. So thanks, Jordan, for that one. Very much. And Maria Kolatz, volleyball coach, saying
that was something else. You were at that match.
Oh, that was incredible. Them coming back from 2-0 to win that 3-2 in the semifinals. Great win for the Mustangs and Tatum Kolatz. And then Zach, why don't you talk about this one?
Last-minute field goal for Stockdale to beat Centennial. It's a field goal that at least kept Stockdale in the playoff conversation for a little while longer.
And look who tweeted that out.
Who was that?
It was Luke Tovar.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He was the guy who made it, and it was incredible. I mean, it was just one of those moments that you remember from a season, even though the game ended up not meaning a whole lot in the grand scheme of
one of our
things.
great live moments too on the show.
But I think we had a lot of people tuning in, and Justin and I calling that game, and Stockdale probably the moment of their season right there.
Congratulations, Luke. And thanks for the tweet. Stavros, his 80-yard fumble recovery against Mission Viejo in the first game of the season to seal that win and kind of propel them to a fantastic season.
Yeah.
So Stavros, thanks for sending that in, and we want some euros.
Win that really put the Central section on the map.
Yep. Dayton Towns out of BCHS with a big dunk there. So, another great moment that, we can't forget. He was a guy who was kind of unsung and played a great year and some of the best hair in town.
Enegenberg.
Tucker.
Tuck.
Evidently, that jersey is on sale, and I asked
Tucker.
Tucker.
Where's that video of him making him say that?
And then I asked,
that was one we were looking for. But
and then I asked Tucker. He was like, it's for sale, and I was like, I didn't stretch it out. He's like, Trev, we're the same size. I said, no, we're not. We have any more, John? I can't remember.
No, you're not, man. Maybe when you're 35.
Oh, and finally, Johnny Soper. What is the top 10 moment? Me meeting Johnny.
Where's he going to school at? Indiana?
Seton Hall.
No, Seton Hall.
That's right.
Seton Hall, yeah.
So we had many more coming in, but there were a lot of the stuff that we already had on the show. But thanks to everybody following along. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I just kind of threw that out there yesterday, not thinking I was going to get any responses. But I got those great responses. I was like, we got to show these on the show because this is fantastic.
Got
I got my number one thing.
What's your number one?
My number one thing is that there were certain times in the fall when we got BVarsity Live really going with the help of Vance Palm, Laura Lira, Christine Peterson, Chris McCullough, John Farron, Johnny Soper,
Mike Griffith,
Jeff Evans,
Justin Roberts,
Corey Costello, Adam Resendez, Brandon Resendez, Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle. My goodness, we had so many people on that show.
Some talent.
We had some talent, and it was so much fun when we got it all rolling, and we had a great time doing it.
So that was the year that was.
Will we do it again?
We got 5 minutes to talk about next year real quick. Trevor, give us a look ahead. 2 or 3 athletes, teams, whatever you think may make some waves next school year.
Our old soul friend, Lexi Keene in girls golf. She'll be a junior. She's a 2-time BVarsity golfer, the girls golfer of the year. I think she's primed for another great season. You look at volleyball, Brianna Reynolds down at Independence. Another strong hitter. Yeah. She's going to have a monster year. Football-wise, Chris Barnes is already a verbal commit to UCLA at a Liberty. His quarterback just recently got, another offer to Utah State. Lawrence White in football. You see it down the lines. We got a lot
Jordan Love.
What's that? Jordan Love.
And Lawrence White has some.
Lawrence White,
well,
yeah. And then you look at all the new coaches: AJ Gass over Garces. Darren Carr at BCHS, who's brother
With
David
David,
is
yep.
going to be the offensive coordinator. So that'd be really interesting to see. Winter-wise, like we said, soft soccer again. You look at Independence girls basketball. In the spring, once again, I think you see Curtis Threkheld kind of going for it. In the 800, maybe even the 400 next year. Fallon Wilson coming back for Stockdale. Juliana Finch, you'd like to see her come back around and kind of get there.
Yep.
Elisa Klinger. Dennis Hicks, who didn't make the state. He just had an off day at sections. I mean, I think he can be a great triple jumper. I think, you're going to see a lot of good basketball with Centennial on the boys' side, with Liberty. I think there's going to be a lot of good basketball. You see Brian Dingman going over to Garces, Matt Robles over to East. I think you're going to see a lot of, not necessarily a lot of changes, but a lot of great things happening once again.
Yeah, and I'll throw out a couple more as well. I think Liberty football and BHS football, again, that's one to watch. The game's at Liberty this year. Boy, that could be titanic. And then I think Ridgeview plays both of them again, too, and Ridgeview will be very good if they can get
Liberty's
up
playing
front.
Cathedral Catholic
That's
and
right.
Mission Viejo.
And BHS has a couple of big games planned. I believe they're playing a team out of Arizona the first week of the season, and moving on from there. CJ West, her senior year at Garces, that's going to be big under a new coach. Don't know the new coach yet, but that'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. You know they're going to be good because they've got CJ in the middle and they've still got some of those guards back as well. Centennial basketball, we talked about Malcolm Johnson, Alec Check coming back among several other players. They're going to be really good. They could be top 1 or 2 in the Valley this year, maybe the Division I champs. Maybe somebody will finally get to Selland Arena. How about Navante Demison, his junior year? He was 3rd as a freshman, 2nd as a sophomore. Does that mean he's going to win a state title as a junior? We'll find out about that. Track and field, I was thinking about this. There will not be a returning medalist in Kern County for the first time in quite some time. So that's who's going to fill that void. Will we be going to state next year without a favorite to win a medal? And somebody will step up, I would think, but I don't know who it's going to be. So that'll be a lot of fun. Centennial baseball should be pretty good again. Frontier and Liberty were both very young, so they're going to get a lot better. Stockdale was extremely young in baseball. They had freshmen everywhere.
Liberty and Stockdale softball were young. You'd like to see them come back around next year.
Absolutely. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to be back all over the map for you with BVarsity
I got
Live.
one more.
Okay.
Young girls swimmers in Kern County next year. So many great freshmen this year.
Adria
Cassidy
Gola.
Lemon, Audra Gola, Ariana Skaggs, another Frontier girl. I mean,
That's a good call.
yeah, I could see them kind of making waves again. Now that everybody's got a taste of what state is like, maybe we get a little bit more.
Soccer, South High Soccer going for a three-peat, which is really difficult to do in any sport, but especially in soccer where a couple of bad bounces and you're done. But they could.
You said three-peat, right?
It would be 3 in a row. Yeah, three-peat. Apologies to Phil Jackson on that one. So that's what we have to look forward to in 2015, 2016. Who's going to play quarterback for the Drillers? That we might be talking about that on our next BVarsity Live. Let's say August 15th-ish.
Yeah, it was
We'll
August 14th, 15th was when we had the coaches on last year. So
it was August 29th, I think, actually. But we started BVarsity before that. So we will start.
Well, we did the coaches pregame show on August 14th and 15th last year. Then it was
2
August
days,
28th.
2 days of coaches interviews.
Yeah, 2 days. And
We're going
then
to try to do that again. We'll have some live coverage, hopefully, for you next year as well. And we're going to have another school year before we know it. What are you doing this summer, Trevor?
Going to Boise.
Going to Boise. That's a vacation. I'm going to take my kids to Disneyland.
Gonna go
He's
see
gonna
Mumford and
he's gonna have to cover
Sons.
Little League.
Going to go to Mid-State Fair and see Boston.
What?
Going to go
Are
see.
you going to see Alan Jackson? At the
Turn
Mid-State?
off the
no.
show.
What are
Turn
you
off
doing
the
this
show.
summer?
I'm
What are you
going.
doing this
Hey,
summer?
I'm going to go to
Bye.
On your
I'm
summer
going to
vacation.
Petco Park on Monday to go
I
see
just
the
did my
A's.
vacation. I went to Baylor, TCU, and Oklahoma.
TCU, leader in the clubhouse?
No,
still?
Baylor's.
Baylor is the leader in the clubhouse. Okay. All right.
Bears.
That's
a
it from
wrap.
us, guys. Hey, Chris McCullough, John Farron deserve a lot of thank yous, as do all the people Lewis mentioned. BG, Trevor Horn.
Bye.
I'm Zach Ewing. We'll see
Get
you
outta
next year,
here.
everybody. Thanks for being
Have
here.
a good summer.